put a little something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean?
Same goes for your social videos.
Wait, I'm just being honest out there. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with the management. You even said that it was okay in the contract negotiations.
No, look, I'm not worried about management. I'm worried about your teammates. They might not like a constant reminder that you see them as a stepping stone.
But that's not true.
I know. But you've got a lot to gain if this team is successful. Paris doesn't have an automatic berth to the EPA championships, but playing well in that tournament would be huge for your draft stock.
No, yeah, you're right. I hear you, Austin, 100%.
Okay, good. Look, but other than that, you're doing an outstanding job, okay? You came here to outplay top prospects, and you're doing it. Nice work.
I appreciate that, Austin.
All right. Talk soon.
Yep. You really need to give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No, you have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win games, it is possible maybe he could like you. Maybe not, but it could be.
Cap, anyone ever told you you have a way with words?
You are doing good, MP. Coach Graves says you come in like a suckling pig, but now you are like a wild boar.
That's a good thing, right?
This good?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you for coming on Out of Bounds. Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Hey, so Vince here is mocked as high as late first round in next year's NBA draft. Who that boy is?
It's Vincent, MP. Vincent.
Right, my bad. Vincent, why don't you describe your games to my follower?
But you don't watch tape?
Oh, no, I watch tape. I just wanted to hear from your own perspective.
Okay, I'm a playmaker. I run the offense.
He runs the offense, so I need to know. Any advice in maybe how to slow you down?
You don't take things very seriously, do you?
What? Vince, I thought, you understood why you was here.
So I'm here to do your show.
Xander, cut the tape. Yeah, what's good, bro? Like, if you didn't want to do the show, why'd you sign up?
I thought you'd be more prepared. If this is how you get ready for games, then we will have an easy time tonight, huh?
You think you're gonna have an easy time, but you're not. Because you just made this personal, so if anything, you're gonna have a harder time.
Ok, mec. M'en fiche.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Yo, Zan, what's up, bro? I thought you said he was chill.
Well, he seemed cool when I had him on the phone. He probably just playing with you, man. You, I can scrap the footage you want me to.
No. We'll keep it. Actually, we're gonna throw over some highlights of tonight's game. Once we beat them. We'll make a little big joke out of it. Yeah, it'll be funny.
Copy that.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. We've got FBSL action coming your way. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We welcome you to our coverage of Paris FC versus Strasbourg here on 2K Sports.
And the name that everyone is here to watch is Vincent Leduc. This guy is one of the top prospects in all of France. We are so excited to see what he can do out on this floor.
Yeah, and Leduc might be one of the best that France has to offer. But Paris has an American prospect with MP.
Yeah, Paris, they're so excited about the development of MP. They think he is every bit as talented as Leduc, and tonight, they have a chance to prove it. Well, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Leduc might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Zadirko outside. Illich. MP. He's covered by Leduc.
Well, credit to D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable in the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
Players at this level just cannot give an inch to it.
As you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Count it. Strasbourg leans on Leduc for his passing, but don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
Now here's MP. The wing jumper off target. And you look at the Strasbourg team. They aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Ahern outside. That one falls. Nice feed from DeMol.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Leduc.
7 points in the game. Launches a three. Missed the shot, and he's 3 for 4 in the game.
Here's MP.
It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Zero hesitation from MP. I love seeing the confidence.
Pass to Leduc. Again, Leduc missing. Here's Paris.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he views his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Now here's Illich.
Pass to Zadirko.
Now here's DeMol. MP on the wing. MP can't get that one to fall. Strasbourg with the lead. Here's Leduc. Covered by MP.
Missed it, and he's shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Shot left block.
It's rebounded by Strasbourg.
To the inside.
Here's Monsieur. And the dunk by Monsieur.
The power from Monsieur. Make a little statement there. Oh, you look at the potential they do. It's through the roof.
the way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you can see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
And the basket by Leduc.
The quick action from Quentin Miller. He saw a window and sent the pass.
To the paint. Here's MP. And he can't stop the run as that misses. Here's Roquefort. The rebound by Zadirko.
Paris trailing.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's good from long range.
Well, this is what Paris FC needs from Dumont. He can force the defense to extend outward.
He is such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
MP. That's good, and it's Dumont with the assist. And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
Paris on.
Teams deciding to change it up. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter.
Back to Lambert. Miller outside. Charpentier. Leon. Covered by MP. And that one's good. Leon. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Here's Leon. Back to Miller.
There's a screen. Takes the three.
It's hauled in by Paris.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
Pass to Charpentier. And here's Miller. Over Portier.
Miller can't get it to go.
And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Man, Ahern is a strong wing. You got to make sure he misses that if you're going to foul him.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Leduc. That's good, and Lemieux with the assist.
A huge scoring night for Leduc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
Drew the contact from long range and almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot three at the line.
Got contact on that three attempt, and he'll make his way to the line.
And as a defender, you have to be careful out there by the three-point line. You have to avoid fouls like that.
It's just bad fouls, man. They're awful.
He hits the second from the line.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
It's a 5-point game. From 18 feet away, the shot will not fall.
Strasburg with the ball. Pass to Leduc.
The tray, good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them now.
You got to appreciate the decisiveness Leduc showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
And it's MP missing.
He has disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with his offense.
You know he'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
But with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
That's 2 for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
Pass to Viseur. Now Leduc. And there's a foul called on MP. That will be his second foul of the game.
So it's tied as we head to halftime. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, when you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well. Solid on the one-hand slam.
And when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
2 easy points.
Yeah, he's an extremely reliable finisher.
For the lead.
Miller pulls it in. Strasbourg leading. Try by Viseur. And that one comes off the assist by Miller.
Great basket by Viseur. Yes, he's undersized at the 5, but he's got some serious fight in him.
MP, it's good.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of him on that move to the cylinder.
Pass to Leduc.
Lays out.
And it's out of bounds to Strasbourg as they're able to retain possession.
So close to picking that pass off.
Still a nice play, though, to make sure the pass didn't reach the target.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasbourg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasbourg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game-ready just yet.
MP, no good.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Count that one.
Great move by Leduc. This Strasbourg team, they love when he looks for his shot.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points. Nice low post offense.
Now Leduc.
He's got 18.
Outside Lemieux. Viseur. Leduc for 3.
A rebound by Zadirko.
MP outside. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
The defense has to be aware of where MP is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
Here's Leduc. Again, Leduc missing. And it's Paris with the ball.
They trail by 1.
And here's MP from the arc. Another 3 for Paris.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Dumont. Here's Leduc.
It counts in the foul.
It's going to be on Zadirko.
This game's tied up all because of him. Who knows where they would be without his scoring today.
Now here's MP. He's covered by Leduc. And here's MP from the arc.
Cans it from downtown.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Right side, Leduc. Shot clock at 6. The shot from the low post is good.
It went down, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with plenty of space around him.
You know, Leduc and MP have each helped their teams so far, both so crucial to the outcome of this game.
Well, they got their fingerprints all over this one. Some great plays from both MP and Leduc so far. The three-pointer has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today, anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Three-pointer's a nice friend to have.
And there's a foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Charpentier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Screen by Lambert. Clock is at 3. Let's go with a 3. Harris grabs the miss. And stolen by Lambert. Right side, Leduc. The second chance effort. And the layup good by Lambert.
He's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled him to be the first guy to it and get the putback. I like to see that hustle.
Pass to MP. 11 feet out. Galini pulls it in. Now here's Lambert. Out to the right wing. Puts one up from 19. Offensive rebound. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Now tipping off this 4th quarter action between Harris going with a different look here. Strasburg calls timeout. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. They get it back. Zadirko, good. It's a tie ball game.
Well, defensively, I mean, you got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Pass to Vasseur. Now Leduc. From outside the arc. A rebound by Zadirko. A one-on-one situation, and MP gets it to go.
What intensity from MP in the paint, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Miller outside. Vasseur. Strasburg again missing. To the middle. Unloads. Pass to Dumont. MP. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And it's going to go on Leduc.
Well, for MP playing here in Europe, the goal is to get to the NBA. He wants to show GMs around the association what he's capable of.
And so he hits both. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Outside Leduc. Looking to end the run. Elich the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Elich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
NB, no good. Strasburg trailing. The kick out to Leduc. Again, the miss by Strasburg Basket Pro. Back to MP. The 3 ball. Strasburg with the rebound.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage, but they can't count on him missing.
He's got to go right back to that shot.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this 4th quarter. Elich, back to MP. Drains the 3-pointer.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Strasburg calls timeout. Strasburg with the ball. 7-point differential. And he hits
Hits it and gets half. That's a three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, you can't say enough about what Vincent Leduc does on the floor. He's got an innate ability to find ways to score and also get his teammates good looks.
Back to Zadirko. MP. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but someone is going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
The shake. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
That's on Dumont.
Excellent job executing in close. Leduc very crafty around the rim.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Absolutely flawless trip to the free throw line, and that gap just got a little narrower.
Illich. He's guarded by Roquefort. And MP gets it to go.
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral gear. No matter what the lead is, it's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour. Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything they can do.
Again, the miss by Strasburg Basket Pro. It's stolen by Miller. Pass to Lemuel.
No good on the three.
Here's MP.
No good from 11 feet.
That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC comes into town and secures the win.
Well, when you got a young team like Paris is, it's never easy to get a...
Tip-off goes to Strasburg.
Well, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career. I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Zadirko. And at last, they get one to fall.
He was just the first one to react to that miss. A hustle play on the putback.
Outside for Lemuel.
Off the mark there with the three.
And as you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job. I look at the potential they do, it's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
Now here's Roquefort. Outside Leduc. Good work defensively by Illich. Now Paris FC Basket with it. MP outside.
Fires high post. Tries again.
A rebound by Vasseur. Roquefort left side. Over Dumont.
That one rolling around and rims out.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Now here's Leduc. Lemuel with it. Outside Leduc. Monsieur with the screen.
Shot clock at 5.
Strasburg again missing. Paris with the lead. Pass to Dumont. Back to MP.
Lets it go.
MP can't get that one to fall.
He can sometimes, hit that deep three, but on the whole, it's not a very well-advised shot.
No, even for him and even for me, that's just too far out.
Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And you look at the Strasburg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Out of bounds, it'll be Paris ball. And Paris making a change.
Quarter number 2, and we're just about a minute in.
And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Strasburg trailing. To Leon.
Miller.
Here's Lambert. Defended by Illich. Lambert with it. Illich is there.
Count it. Good.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of him on that move to the cylinder.
MP.
Puts up a 3. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
As long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll keep firing them.
As he should. When you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, why not?
And the teammates just keep feeding the hot hands.
Here's Leon.
6 to shoot.
And a great assist by Lambert as that one goes in.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
On the wing, Miller. Pass to Leon.
Fires for 3. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Now here's Illich. Here's MP for 3. And Paris, another triple.
And there's MP's competitive nature coming out. So he just had to answer that last 3.
Pass to Leon. Here's Bellini.
Inside.
And that one's good. Leon. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Here's Leon. Covered by MP. Pass to Lambert. Here's Bellini.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Now here's Vasseur. And here's Ahern. Here's MP for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
Zero hesitation from MP. I love seeing the confidence.
Here's Leon.
10 points for him.
Pass to Lambert. Here's Charpentier. Lambert.
Takes the 3.
Charpentier can't hit.
Down low.
Here's MP.
Can't connect from short range. He gets it up. And that concludes the first half.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 14. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
And here's Miller. He's got 6. Leduc for 3.
Gets a three-pointer to fall.
That's terrific use of the bounce pass.
MP inside. He's covered by Leduc.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. Inside.
Here's Vasseur.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Well, with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Now here's Zadirko.
Here's Dumont.
That falls.
Nice feed that time from MP.
Well, you see Dumont making things happen inside. He's the leader of this Paris FC team, and it's easy to see why.
Here's Vasseur. Pass to Leduc.
From past the arc, gets it to go from downtown.
Well, it's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, they'd be in much deeper trouble.
To the left side wing.
MP, it's good.
But when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasbourg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasbourg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
He's got a great stroke. That almost dropped.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit those no matter how tight the D is.
Clean three-point shot from Ledoux. Focused and under control.
And here's MP from the arc. Drops in the tray.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
Outside Vasseur. Lemoun.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Pass to Ahern. And Paris, another triple.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
Now here's Miller.
He's got 6. Clock at 6.
Leduc for 3.
Connects from three-point range.
Well, he can give it as good as he gets.
We're seeing some gamesmanship now. Answers right back with a triple of his own.
2 guys just going at it.
Ahern, no good. What a showing we've seen from MP. He's clearly had more of an impact on the game than Ledoux.
It seems like MP has stepped it up a notch, maybe trying to show that he's the guy to watch instead of Ledoux. But whatever the reason, there is no question he's been a force on offense with the ball in his hands.
Dumont, defended by Miller.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
Pass to Leduc. Lemoun. Good, and Leduc gets the assist.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
MP, he's covered by Leduc.
Once he got into position under the glass, he wasn't letting anybody get around him.
Here's Vasseur. And the dunk by Vasseur.
In terms of size, he's not your typical center, but he plays as big as any of them thanks to his leaping ability.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down.
Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC Basket at Strasbourg Basket Pro. Here's Portier. Pass to Vasseur. Outside Illich. Back to Vasseur.
Makes it off the glass.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one over the big fella.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
Pass to Charpentier. Bellini. Shoots over Vasseur. Bellini, no good.
That's not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's on you.
Here's Blanchet.
For 3. He can't get that one.
Strasbourg on offense.
Down by 12.
Here's Lambert.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player from his ability of scoring.
Over to the wing.
Right side Vasseur.
Just 5 to shoot.
Here's Portier for 3.
Miller pulls it in. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10.
Pass to Leon. Now here's Miller.
D right on him.
Leon. And that one comes off the assist by Miller.
So both teams changing it up here.
And Strasbourg Basket Pro calling timeout.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
Pass to Leduc.
Shoots from the line.
Harris grabs the miss.
17 points was their biggest margin. Here's MP. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Hit the bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery into the lane.
Up top Leduc. Covered by MP.
No good, and he's missed half of his 14 field goal attempts.
Here's Paris.
This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
So Strasbourg now. Outside Leduc.
To the inside. Here's the 3.
Leduc with another miss.
Yeah, a bit of a pride at stake there, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And he comes up with the deuce.
A huge scoring night for Leduc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
MP. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
He's had such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting him this lead late.
Yeah, his shooting percentage is through the roof. So dependable here today.
And without him, who knows where they would be.
And it's out of bounds. Strasbourg will retain possession. Lemun. He's covered by Ahern.
Lets it go from deep.
And Illich pulls it down. Here's Paris.
So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Pass to Leduc. And there's a foul called on MP.
That's his first foul.
Outside Leduc. Over MP. Leduc gets the bucket.
Just rising and firing in the mid-range. Leduc making it look easy.
Ahern on the wing. MP. Pass to Ahern. Here's MP for three. Miller pulls it in.
Their comeback hopes are out the window. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, out the window, and the window has been closed. It's a done deal at this point.
Let's get home.
Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential.
And here's MP from the arc.
The three-pointer is on target.
The defense has to be aware of where MP is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
Beyond the arc. And Paris, another triple. That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC comes into town and secures the win.
Well, when you got a young team like Paris is, it's never easy to get a win on the road. They showed a lot of grit and fight, the way they battled it out.
And for MP, nice for this team to get a win over Le Duc with so many fans in attendance.
Vincent Le Duc is considered one of France's best playmakers, but you thoroughly outplayed him tonight. What does that say?
Look, I have a ton of respect for guys in this league, guys like Vince. That's why I'm here. Because going up against these guys is going to make me a better basketball player. So to outplay someone like Vince, that means I'm on the right track. And it makes me want to work even harder.
On top of outplaying Le Duc, you helped lead Paris to victory. Talk about it.
Yeah, at some point, I just felt that if we were going to win, I was going to have to step up, so I did. I'm comfortable carrying that burden.
And lastly, you put together quite the highlight reel tonight. What prompted such enthusiastic play?
Ms. Mueller, at the end of the day, this is a game. You're a professional and you're paid a good salary, so you have to treat it with respect. But I'm at my best when I'm having fun. So that's what you saw. I need to play loose and free to help my team win.
Thanks, MP.
You're welcome.
How was the escargot?
Austin, bro, them things was bussin'. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of butter and garlic, but it also has some crunchy bread on it. I don't even know what it was, but hey, look, Americans give Snell a bad rap, but them things was so good.
No, I agree. I love it. All right, so look, I want to give you an update on your draft stock, all right?
Oh yeah, let me hear it.
Things are looking really good. Everyone's raving about your work ethic. Your coach told a scout you're more ripped than 50 Cent.
Yeah, he's got to stop doing that. He just also needs to update his references.
Right. And you've played great against the top prospects. Your game is looking polished.
Great, so all good news.
Yeah, that's right. Most mocks have you solidly in the second round at this point.
Second round?
Okay, I know you, MP, and I know you're better than that. But this is all going according to plan, all right? This time last year, you weren't even in the 2K 250. Now the NBA is looking like a foregone conclusion. Let that sink in. That's massive.
Yeah. You're right, man. This is good. This is good for us.
It's better than good. And if you can make it to the EBA championship, you've got a chance to make things great. So keep doing what you're doing. It's working.
Yeah. I will. I got you, Austin. Thanks.